is a Brighton-based interior designer with a 30-year career of designing furniture, homes, body shops, buses and bakeries. Today she's going to talk about finding herself as a reluctant rebel in her industry, encouraging the realisation and avoidance of its negative impact on people, the planet and animals, and the exciting and positive ways to work. Chloe is PETA's Compassionate Designer of the Year in 2023, and in April 23, her company became a Certified B Corporation. Congratulations for that.
Thank you.
Welcome to the stage, sustainability warrior, Chloe Bullock.
Wow, Lou, thank you. Hello, everyone. As I was preparing for my talk today, my husband and I were going on a hike, and I was in a hurry, and I didn't lace up my hiking boots properly and managed to trip over. So I managed to, in my haste, give myself concussion and a black eye. So 10 days later, I'm here on the stage, so thank you. So today I'd love to talk to you about slowing down and being mindful. And I'm applying it to my life, my work. It's how to make interior design about problem solving again. So yeah, Mother Earth's reminder, our precious Gaia, has given me a wake-up call. When I was 6, 1 mile away from where I grew up in Brighton, Anita Roddick, activist and entrepreneur, was busy setting up the first body shop. And my family were early adopters, and I absolutely loved visiting the shop. It was so theatrical, and she was amazing. And she used her business for telling us about global issues and campaigns, and I literally grew up with this. So off I went to study design, and when I graduated, it was the early 90s. It was a really rubbish time to find work, and I decided to write to Anita, my hero. So my handwritten letter went off to her PA. I received a reply which I was staggered about, and I was given 2 weeks work experience, which then led to 10 years, a career that I literally worked all over the world, lived in Australia, worked for them. It was amazing. And in hindsight, it was the most wonderful experience of sustainable design learning and also ethical business. It has completely shaped how I've worked since. So when I tell people I'm an interior designer, their faces literally light up and they look really excited and they say how glamorous this must be. And it just makes me smile, because much as I love what I do, I don't find it glamorous. Much of my time is on cold building sites. I'm up step ladders and my knees literally knock together when I'm up a step ladder. And we're covered from head to steel-cap toe in PPE. There's just nothing glamorous about that. There's an awful lot of admin, and there's a very small amount of design. While I really admire my fellow designers, and I don't believe that any of them wish to do harm in their work, sadly, our industry is connected to some really horrific figures for impact. I think that our industry is very fast and we are keen to please, and I think that we are kind of not necessarily taking in the impact that we are part of. We're encouraging consumption, and we're also big users of fossil fuels and toxic chemicals. We've also become very disconnected from nature and our impact on nature. And sadly, the pollution from our industry, as well as others, finds its way into air, sea and water, land as well. And those pollutions find their ways into our bodies. The other disconnection is from our supply chains. Sadly, there's a lot of hidden people in our supply chains, including children. And animals are still used as commodities, which seems so archaic to me when there's so many alternatives now. You know, there are fellow inhabitants of this beautiful planet. I see designers as problem solvers. That's how we were taught in design school. Design is to solve problems. I really, really want to help my industry to slow down and be mindful of their impact and use their design thinking creatively to do beautiful work. I'm a sole practitioner, and when I look at my impact, I can keep working on projects on a one-by-one basis for my clients, which I absolutely love. But I really am looking at I've got 10 years probably until I retire. How can I have the most impact? For someone who's quite a hermit and quite, quiet person, but I really do want to have some impact in my industry. So I grasped the opportunity from Reba, who asked me to write a book on sustainable interior design for my industry, which was a huge honour, and I still don't know how they found me. So I've just been on this amazing journey, really, visiting and researching projects from all across the world. So I've found 11 ways to deliver a sustainable interior, and these are just some of them. There's about 40 in total. So I've found a kitchen. So kitchens are one of the highest value things that we buy for our homes. They're very trend-led, which drives me crazy because they have a short life. But these kitchens are left behind when we moved house. So this Spanish architect has developed a kitchen that you take with you. It's amazing and it's beautiful. I've also visited a building that will be dismantled and used many times as well. Trends are a reality in my industry. Much as I dislike them, I find them wasteful, but a great way around this is the sharing economy. And I found a company in Brooklyn who is lending beautiful furnishings to people, so you could just have them for the time that you want them. I've found projects that restore nature and culture, and also alternatives to animal products, looking to the fashion industry and sort of cross-pollinating with our industry. There are lots of crossovers here. I've found technology that can help to give a real, true, transparent, fair trade and help those people that are hidden in the supply chain. I've found finishes that are using my industry's own demolition waste and then turning it into beautiful finishes that can then be used on lovely interiors. There's interiors that connect to nature and wellness, and then there's projects that are self-sustaining and really conscious of their impact on people, planet and animals. And this is the cover, and it's just been signed off, so you're the first to see it. I hope you like it. So the other thing I'm doing with a group of us, I've found a group of like-minded designers, which is wonderful. And so for nearly 3 years, we've been running Interior Design Declares, and this is really getting some traction within our industry. We're sharing learnings and we're inspiring each other to work in a better way, but still beautifully. So I'd love it if you would like to join us, and I'd love it if you would like to keep in touch. I'd really like that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.